Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the corner. Welcome to your latest Chelsea news. Good morning from Boston. I'm really enjoying life at Boston, man. Life in Boston is pretty nice and chilled and relaxed. I guess this is the beauty about being on holidays. But look, I'll be back sometime next week. I believe after the Wolves game for the Carabao Cup match. I'll be back after that, God willing. But look, we're here to talk about the latest Chelsea news, and Enzo Maresca has given us a beautiful information in regards to Liam Delap. Every time I think about Liam Delap, I think about his father, Rory Delap. But yeah, Liam Delap, finally we got some news. We were wondering what's going on. When's he going to be back? There was some information quite a while back ago that potentially after November, maybe during December. Some were even saying perhaps January. It's pretty deep, this injury, hamstring injury is pretty bad. But no, Enzo Maresca has come out in public in the press conference, ladies and gentlemen, and he's mentioned that Liam Delap is close to returning. He is close to returning. Such great news, man. He's close to returning, and in fact, he's very close to taking part in the training sessions. Now, I don't expect him to be available for the match against Ajax, which is coming up in the Champions League. I don't expect him to be available for the match against Sunderland in the Premier League. Maybe not even against Wolves. But the good news is that he is back and he's very close to participating in team training, which is a fantastic boost. Honestly, I've missed this player a lot. This guy was meant to be, or is meant to be, one of our top signings of this season. We know the kind of performances he showed last season against us as well. Ipswich, I won't forget what Ipswich did to Chelsea Football Club, and Liam Delap was absolutely rightly involved. Everyone was talking about how he was auditioning, and boy, did he audition at his utmost level. I wish he didn't, because he took 3 points away from Chelsea Football Club. But look, Liam Delap being back is going to be a huge boost for the attack, not just for the attack, for the midfield, for defense, because everything starts from the top. Liam Delap, the way he presses, he's so aggressive. He's going to be able to, occupy a couple of the CBs, which should hopefully open up the space for João Pedro to prosper a lot more. Now, a lot of people talking about, I think we finally realized that João Pedro is better suited as a number 10. Look, no. The only reason I'm talking about this is because Cole Palmer's not available. When Cole Palmer's available, I do want to have João Pedro as an option up front. Not taking anything away from Liam Delap, but great that he's coming back. We want to utilize him up front. We still got Mark Yu in the background. Potentially he might go on loan in January again, perhaps back to Sunderland, because you can't play for any other clubs. Sunderland and Chelsea, you can only represent 2 clubs at a max. But we'll see. It's good to have all of these options available. But yeah, as I said, Liam Delap being back, robust up front, physicality, pace, power, his shooting technique. Liam Delap, when he does click, it's going to be sensational for Chelsea, man. It's going to bring the best out of everyone else. As I said, João Pedro as well. I think it's going to bring the best out of the wingers. With Liam Delap occupying that space with the CBs, it's going to allow for the wingers to exploit space, because they'll have, hopefully, the freedom to be 1v1 with their wingers a lot more, and then it allows for our fullbacks to overlap. And now we're starting to see sometimes our fullbacks overlapping and not just inverting all the time. It will allow for the midfielders to be on the front foot and really take the game on the opposition. So look, I think it's a great news, and this is why it's so important, ladies and gentlemen, to pick up all the victories that we can right now. We've got winnable fixtures. Kudos to us to pick up the victory against Nottingham Forest. Hopefully next up, Ajax in the Champions League. Don't forget, Champions League is a massive part of our season. We need to do well. We lost against Bayern Munich. We did very well to beat Benfica, which then started off a nice little momentum to beat Liverpool, which now we've carried it on with Nottingham Forest. So we need to beat Ajax and ensure that our path in the Champions League is sorted as well. So Ajax, look, they've been getting slapped up. They got slapped up by Marseille last match day before the international break. So let's get the victory against Ajax. After that, it's Sunderland, and after that, it's Wolves in the Carabao Cup. So as long as we can keep picking up these victories before Delap comes in, I mean, it's going to mean sensational. And then by the time Delap does arrive, I think, wow, what a boost. What an absolute phenomenal boost for us. And this is why I'm so upbeat about this season. This is why we need to believe that there's something good that's happening. Do you know what I mean? Like, even through adversities, even through all the, injuries, Cole Palmer, not that long ago we had Tosin and we had Andre Santos being injured. We've got Isugu injured, Romeo Lavia, this, that, the other. We don't have Levi Colwell for such a long time. Even through all of these problems, we need to find solutions because the solutions are there in-house. Now, there might not be world-class solution. There might not be the best solution, but you got to do what you can, the best possible manner to get the desired results that we want. So, look, I'm ecstatic hearing from Enzo Maresca that Liam Delap is so close to returning. I cannot wait to see him start training back, and I hope this is the end of the injury issues for Liam Delap, who's not known to have injuries, but hamstring problems, muscular problems. You don't want to. I just hope that we're not rushing him back, that we have really given it enough time to recuperate, and that he's slowly coming back, and that we're managing him properly. So I'm very, very excited about that. Now, Enzo Maresca did talk about a few of the other players in the press conference. Jerel Hatto, obviously, he's meeting his ex-team Ajax. I can't wait to see a bit of Jerel Hatto. I think Jerel Hatto has adapted very nicely, and once again, Chelsea Football Club, along with Enzo Maresca, obviously, mostly Enzo Maresca, have really managed Jerel Hatto nicely to help him adapt. Especially the match against Liverpool, coming off the bench and doing the kind of stuff that he did. I think fantastic. I do expect him to feature in this match against Ajax, whether it's off the bench, whether it's start, some form of rotation will be good, whether it's for Cucurella or not, maybe perhaps off the bench role against Ajax, I don't mind. And then in the Premier League in the weekend, hopefully he can once again either start or come off the bench. It's a good option to have. He's still young. I don't think there's any need for Jerel Hatto to be, a bit agitated that what's going on with my game time. Take your time, patience. It's all going to come through. I think Jerel Hatto is doing fantastic as well. So can't wait to see him. Enzo Maresca talked about Reece James and his captaincy as well in the press conference, and how it has improved since last season. If you guys remember, Enzo Maresca was quite public about Reece James's captaincy last season, saying that, look, it needs to improve. And I think since that public outburst from Enzo Maresca in regards to Reece James' captaincy, I think Reece James has evolved immensely as a captain, and I can't wait. And now he's staying fit, which is fantastic. I fully expect him to feature against Ajax. I don't know whether he'll start. He has been starting in recent times quite regularly, 2 games a week as well, for England too. But I do feel that we need to make sure that we don't burn Reece James out. Against Ajax, we could potentially give someone else an opportunity, and I think it might be Malo Gusto starting, knowing that Malo Gusto is suspended in the Premier League, and then Reece James can always come off the bench. So look, exciting times, man. Exciting times at Chelsea Football Club, and yeah, man, can't wait to picking up these 3 points against Ajax, and then look forward to Sunderland. But of course, Ajax next up is the big stop, and then we'll see what happens after that. But I'm very, very excited about Liam Delap. The news about him potentially being back very, very soon is excellent news. It's music to my ears. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. How you feel about Liam Delap being back. I think it's going to be phenomenal for us. Smash up the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, take care. See ya. Bye.